So I got 10 issues for Alison Lundergan Grimes, okay? If Alison Lundergan Grimes wants to beat Mitch McConnell, she's going to have to fucking have a heartbeat. She's losing this race. She's slipping. Whoever the fuck she's listening to is fucking up her campaign. Maybe, I don't know, she could push her husband around, but she's letting Mitch treat her like a bitch, like a pussified bitch. When vaginas can take a pounding. They say, do you have the balls to do it? Do you have the balls? Vaginas are stronger than balls. Give me a fucking break. So, yeah, 10 issues for Alison. First, I want to kind of just say what it is that, where I see things, okay, how I view things. This is a Zoe Leonard, 1992. Now, Zoe Leonard, he says, I want a dyke for president. I want a person with AIDS for president. I want a fag for a vice president. I want someone with no health insurance, and I want somebody who grew up in a place where the earth is so saturated with toxic waste, they didn't have a choice about getting leukemia. Leukemia. Ronnie Lee Smith, his entire fucking family died of leukemia. Ronnie Lee Smith of Gallatin County. I want a president that has an abortion at 16. I want a candidate who isn't the lesser of two evils. You pick the lesser of two evils, you're still picking evil. Hitler, Stalin, who gives a crap? Let's just go with somebody evil. Now, I want to vote for somebody I hope for. I want to vote for my hopes and dreams, not for my fear, not for the least person I hate. I want a president who's lost their lover to AIDS, who sees that in their eyes every time they lay down to rest, who held their lover in their arms and knew they were dying. I want a president with no air conditioning, a president who has stood in line at the clinic, at the DMV, at the welfare office, and been unemployed and laid off and sexually harassed and gay bashed and deported. I want someone who spent the night in the tombs and had a cross burned on their lawn and survived rape. I want a real person. I want someone who's been in love and who's been hurt, who respects sex, who has made mistakes and who has learned from them. Give me a real candidate. I want a black woman for president. I want someone with bad teeth and an attitude. Someone who has eaten that nasty hospital food. Someone who cross-dresses, done drugs, been to therapy. I want someone who's committed civil disobedience. And I want to know why that this is not possible. I want to know why we started learning somewhere down the line that a president is always a fucking clown, always a John and never a hooker, always a boss and never a worker, always a liar, always a thief and never caught. Fucking bloody imperialist, warmongering fucking piece of shit, fascist motherfuckers. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because this is my perspective on the Senate. This is what I want out of my president. This is what I want out of my candidates. Teddy Roosevelt warned all of us to educate a person in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society. We're not being taught morals. We're being taught obedience, capitulation, 100% compliance. That's what they're saying. Doug Lamoe teach like a champion. To educate a person in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society. That is Teddy Roosevelt. That's what Teddy Roosevelt believes, okay? So Teddy Roosevelt believes to educate a person in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society. Right now we got totalitarian fascist institutions. Our education systems are totalitarian. There's autocratic dictator. Do as the autocratic dictator says. I know you haven't met the person, you don't know who they are, but just do as the fuck as they say just because. Just because you're supposed to listen to the state, you're supposed to listen to Frankfurt, you're supposed to listen to anybody that supposedly has authority. I've always noticed, and it's remarkable, that the bosses seem to never have, they're the laziest pieces of shit out there. Massa is cracking the whip, telling everybody else what to fucking do. He ain't doing shit. He's sitting at the fucking big house getting all fucking bloated up and fat and shit. Now, Massa, I don't want no masses. I want somebody out in the field, a person, a military leader that's actually out in the field with us, not somebody just sitting in the war room, pushing buttons and acting like they're smarter than everybody. So in general, my ethics is fuck superstition, ignorance, hypocrisy, lying, and tyranny. Fuck tyranny, lying, hypocrisy, ignorance, and superstition. Fuck those things. Up with peace, truth, freedom, democracy, love, solidarity. We need Kentucky Revolutionaries. We need a basketball team called the Kentucky Revolutionaries. Okay, so Kentucky, okay. Let's situate ourselves right now. Alison Lundergan Grimes is pro-Frack'n. She's pro the Keystone Pipeline, the Bluegrass Pipeline. She's letting Mitch McConnell push her around like a little bitch, like a pussified bitch. And she's a woman, right? She's a strong woman. You just a little girl, Alison? You just a little girl? Or you a woman? Start acting like a woman. Stand up for us. My God, we need somebody to actually represent us. Mitch McConnell legalized hemp. Rand Paul did that. James Comer, Julie Denton is the one that pushed for medical marijuana. This is the GOP. That's one issue. Legalize marijuana. Get on that issue before anybody else does, because you guys are sitting there playing these stupid political games. All you're doing is you're posing. You're not saying much. You're not telling us what you actually believe about anything, and it's bullshit. I don't want to vote for you because you smiled at me and shook my hand. I want to vote for you because you're going to bring prosperity to Kentucky. That's why I want a good candidate. So don't treat me like a fucking asshole. You're a candidate, and I want some people that are strong, that knows what's going on. So I've already kind of mentioned some of all this stuff. So here's the new stuff. So Kentucky, we're number one with toxic air pollution. Why are you going to kiss King Coal's ass? We need to nationalize our coal. Nationalize it. Take the state and just own it. Okay, just take the coal over. Take over the coal. It's our coal, and we should have free electricity. But that's not the 10 issues, okay? So I'm just talking about we're number one for toxic air pollution, number one for child abuse, number one for animal abuse. We got the worst mental health. Kentucky needs health care. There's the first issue. Health care. Bring the health care, or I guess marijuana was, but bring the health care in, okay? We need health care here. We need health care because we got the worst mental health. We're dying of cancer all over the board in every category. Colon, brain, mouth, throat, lung, kidney, renal pelvis. We got renal pelvis cancer patients. There's no Elvises in Kentucky because renal pelvis, our renal pelvises are catching cancer. Our nervous system is getting cancer. Colon, brain, mouth, throat, lung, kidney, nervous, renal pelvis. We're dying of cancer all over the place. We got obesity. We have toothlessness, mental health. Of course we need fucking Obamacare. Of course we need some health care. Our people are dying. We got the poorest people, the poorest state. 25% of our kids are in poverty. Free and reduced lunch. We got more kids on free and reduced lunch who's taking those federal dollars in every other state in the country. Okay? We're the toilet bowl of America. Out of all 50 nifty United States, 13 original colonies, the 15th colony is the fucking worst one. I want to, maybe Mississippi, and they got a Confederate flag still on their fucking thing. So, okay, so where do we stand at? Okay, so the point I'll vote for Ed Marksberry if Alison Lundergan Grimes does not win me over. Ashley Judd had me. I would vote for Ashley Judd, but Alison Lundergan Grimes is no Ashley Judd. Ed Marksberry is a Democrat who's running. He's going to Ralph Nader her. And I don't give a shit. Y'all been voting for Mitch McConnell the whole fucking time. This is a protest vote. You give me something to vote for, Allison. If you don't give me something to vote for, you've lost my vote. You don't get my vote. I want somebody who actually cares about us, who's genuine, who's honest. So candidate Obama, with the war, he says we're going to pull out of Iraq, right? We're going to get out of the Iraq war. And then he gets in there, and what's he do? He actually said he's going to pull the combat troops out. So he didn't pull anything else out. He kept the fucking military base there. There's anti-terrorism fucking soldiers there. There's the mercenary security officers. The U.S. Embassy base is the biggest base, bigger than the Vatican. Bigger than the Vatican in Iraq. We got 900 military bases, 150 countries. We're bombing the shit out of Yemen and their weddings. Why are we bombing weddings in Yemen? You say that's a good look? Why did we get bombed on 9/11? We got bombed on 9/11 because we keep killing them. We bombed a fucking wedding. Why, America, Kentucky, why are y'all bombing weddings? Alison Lundergan Grimes, why don't you stand up against this shit? Mitch McConnell's been defending this bullshit for 30 fucking years. He's got nothing to stand on. All he's going to do is attack you. So instead of playing his stupid games, playing about fear, fucking having all this hate shit slinging fucking fest, why don't you actually stand up and say, these are the issues I actually believe in. These are the issues that I believe in. And give us something to believe in. Don't say, fuck her because of that. We got plenty of fuck Mitch McConnell things. Fuck him, he's a turtle. Fuck him, he's been in there for 30 years. Career politician. Fuck him for every fucking reason in the fucking world. But why should we vote for you? So that's what I want. I want you to tell us why we need to vote for you. We're bombing Syria, Pakistan, Afghanistan. Seriously, candidate Obama only promised just what he needed to promise, got in there and didn't even give us half the stuff. But if they'd only been promised this shit, they're not going to give it to us. He talked about Iraq, but he didn't talk about it anymore. He didn't talk about legalizing marijuana. He was a pothead himself. He's selling fucking cocaine in college. So that fucking, hypocritical fucking piece of shit. We need Alison to actually talk about the issues. Mitch has no pulse. If she shows some character, is more genuine, she gets my vote back. Hold your vote back, Kentucky. Register to vote first. 30%, Kentucky. What the fuck? 70% of y'all need to register to vote and go fucking vote. If you didn't fucking vote, you're the fucking problem. Fuck you, motherfuckers. If you're not voting, that's like the very least you can do in terms of participating in your Republican, Democratic fucking government. Okay? So, 10 issues for Alison. Beat for healthcare. We need healthcare. Cancer, obesity, toothlessness, mental health. Wolfpack.com. Get money out of politics. Mitch McConnell spent $9 million. That's why Kentucky is being fooled by Mitch McConnell. He's just spending all the fucking money saying, hey, I'm a good guy. I care about you. Look at me. I put my arm around the fucking working class dude. He says he didn't give a shit about making jobs. That's not his job. He don't think giving Kentucky jobs is his job. That's Mitch McConnell. That's what he said. And if that's what he believes, for 30 fucking years he hasn't given us any jobs. So he's not even trying to get us jobs. He's not even fucking, now he's doing fucking bullshit and pretend like he's been there the whole time. And then we're going to give him 6 more years. 6 more years. George Washington stepped down after 8 years. The great father of our country, right? So, Taft-Hartley Act, right? Okay, so healthcare, wolfpack.com. Taft-Hartley Act. Separate the commercial investment banking from the actual personal banking. Taft-Hartley Act. This is the reason why the big bankers are fucking over the American people. Pass the Taft-Hartley Act. Go after these fucking big bankers. Have financial reform. Healthcare, wolfpack.com, Taft-Hartley. In the war, stop the empire. There's actually 4 issues. If you nationalize coal, reform, give us land reform, legalize weed, or the empire, if Mitch does any of those things, those are big enough issues that I would go for them. But some of those are probably not expedient. You can stand up for gay marriage. Be like Jack Conway. Have some principled stands. Quit fucking taking your polls and go with your heart. We want somebody to talk to us honestly. Seriously, we do. Get more people registered to vote. 70% of us aren't voting. Get those people to vote for you, and you got the vast majority. You got the overwhelming majority. So, in the war, bring home the bacon. Mitch McConnell is earmarked king. He's brought $110 million. Are you going to be more socialist than him? He's Mr. fucking Socialism. He doesn't mind bringing money here as long as he gets to paint his name on the fucking bridge. Or the Mitch McConnell Center at U of L. Tourism. Kentucky's a beautiful fucking place. Love the environment. Don't be for fracking. How you gonna be for fracking? Polluting in the fucking streams and shit? We're #1 for toxic air pollution. Do not suck King Coal's dick. Be for the coal worker. The unions. Have some solidarity and protect our environment. Protect Kentucky. Be like Vermont and have people come to Kentucky because of our beautiful scenery. We got all these national parks. Solar power. Fuck King Coal. Fuck King Coal. We need alternative energies. Let's check out solar power. Have solar panels. Germany is shutting down all these nuclear power plants because they're investing in solar power. Solar power is free and it lasts forever for all of our lives. We'll never see the sun blow up. Ronnie Lee Smith had a little magnet thing. We have lots of alternative energy strategies. Let's force King Coal. If we don't nationalize the coal, we should just nationalize the coal. With the profits, we could actually invest in solar power. If we don't do that, force the owners, King Coal operators. That's where all Mitch McConnell's money is coming from. King Coal, big business, oil. He's a corporatist, imperialist, bloody fucking loser nobody. He only does what the ruling classes want him to do. He's not doing shit for Kentucky. Legalize marijuana. Preempt them. They're going to jump on this. Sarah Palin is for this. Like I said, Julie Denton, James Comer, Mitch, and Rand Paul, they brought hemp. They legalized hemp in Kentucky. They've legalized medicinal marijuana, the CBDs. And seriously, Mitch McConnell, the NSA is tapping all of our phones. He's tapping all of our emails. They're fucking spying on us and shit. Stand up against the NSA. Kentucky's #1 for fastest growing prisons. Why don't you stand up against the police brutality? Stand up for the fucking bullshit. It's absolutely ridiculous. As a woman, do you not understand that it's a war out here? It is a war out here because we have fascist, psychopath men running everything. They have no fucking heart. They're absolute fucking just mean motherfuckers. So stop the NSA. Protest the NSA. Give us some land reform. Those are the 10 issues. Healthcare. Wolfpack.com. Taft-Hartley. End the war. Bring home the bacon. Make Kentucky a tourist state. Protect the environment. Bring solar power into this. Make sure we get alternative energies. Do not pander to King Coal. Legalize marijuana. Protest the NSA and their fucking illegal wiretapping. The 4th Amendment, remember the 4th Amendment? That's a denied power. Anybody that's a constitutional scholar knows what a denied power is. You can't take away our rights. You have to have probable cause to fucking search us. So how come you're fucking tapping everybody's phone? Land reform. You want to stop communism? Give everybody a piece of land. Then they can raise their own fucking food. Until you actually do all that type of shit, fuck you. You're not doing a goddamn thing. You're not helping anybody. Oh, here's another one. Bring a Democratic sports team here. We bleed blue, right? But you don't even give a shit about your own fucking state. Let's elect our fucking head coaches, and let's elect the starting five, have our own professional basketball team here. We can do better.